Hello and welcome back to SnowTopia here on RawSlowGaming. And what are we going to do today? Well, I have no clue. Let's find that out together. We seem to have a problem over here though. A bit too many skiers at our ski center, or our base of our ski center. But of course, that is not any news if you've been watching this series, or rather the series as we have played Open Alpha Update 7, since that sort of have broken with the ability to change or set the skier's entrance to a maximum level yourself. So that is sort of broken. And yeah, also we do of course have the maintenance thing, and that is obviously as well not really balanced. It's a nice feature, but it's no animation behind, and it's as I said, not balanced because you need so many volunteers and so many buildings to sort that out, and that's not a really realistic. Speaking of realistic though, I feel like this is a bad option coming up there, but I feel like if you want to go there and then up to here, we could make this area for a real nice beginners area. If we were able to do something nice. The problem here will probably be that the gondola ain't gonna reach as long as I would like, because I would want it to go from there to like here. And obviously the lift is too long. Right, so this is also pretty flat and in the middle of everything. So if we would be able to reach, nope, can't do that either. What about there? No, we're just too short. Just too short. I just want to get up to this peak. Right. And then, because everything here down becomes more steep than I want, which is an issue. But I guess we'll have to do something like this. So that is obviously connected to everything here. Should be at least. And we are obviously going to max this one out even before we have started building any lifts or anything. Now, can we get up to here? All right, so you're directly into that. And you will also obviously be 100% capacity. First off, I will take skiers down here, and we're actually going crazy now, and we're going to just get all the personnel we can into this area, and then we're pretty much, well, I guess done if we can't get more volunteers in the resort, which I doubt that we will be able to do. And I can't max that out. But we're going to do it like that. Now, is everything open now? Yeah, because everything is going around. Obviously, you're not going to get to the bases of these little lifts, but it says that it works, so we can build quite a lot around this, which will be nice. So first off, we will go with the steep slope. And the steep slope, of course, is coming from here. So this is going to be super steep even. And I kind of want it to be somewhere like here. So it should be connected to both. I would guess that it isn't. not from there, unfortunately. So we got to do something like that. Things that were connected. And can we get in between here? Nope. Can't. So let's go something like this. No, that's very steep, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like it would be connected correctly, yeah. And it's just flat there, getting out to the actual run, which is obviously a little bit crazy. We will only do the main runs here for each lift, so to say. I think, and then from that we will experiment a little bit. And as I said, I don't see us really getting further, unfortunately, in this map. Pretty much after this episode, or maybe one more after this. So I guess we will have to start on a fresh map, because we're not done with Open Alpha Update 7, that's for sure. But maybe we will do like smaller runs and something else, or maybe only do surface lifts and do more like experiment series that I've started on, or well, done one episode and have recorded the second episode. You just haven't really rendered it, so to say. And yeah, might be a little bit frustrating for, well, everyone pretty much. So that's a bit of an hassle. I think I will actually do the long run that I think that I want to have from this top here. Alright, so you should be from everywhere. Yeah, alright, and you're going to be a steep beginning here if I do it like that. So obviously we're not really going to try to do that. So we're going to do something like that. And then just take a turn. And have it go, well, closer to these peaks. And then sort of cross over. We aim for this to be blue-ish. And go on top over these ones. So something like that, and then under again, and yeah, just overall like it actually is. And that should definitely be blue, yeah. And 1100 meters. Obviously, that's also something that I want to see more in later versions of the game, in early access and everything like that. 3 guns that you can properly design each ski run, and also differential width within the slope and everything like that, and also more tools to get the shape that you sort of want out of the slope and everything. But overall, that slope looks pretty nice. Not happening too much. Not, well, this is a really long slope in the game, considering we are needing 2 lifts to get there that are pretty much maxed. Obviously, if scale were correct, that wouldn't really be the case, but I'm sure everything like that will get balanced eventually. Alright, so from this, I kind of want to do another thing. Can we get in there? I think that we might be able to do that. So I want to build an even longer run here. So this is obviously going a little bit steeper there, steeper-ish or something. So I want to peel off a little bit from that and then work towards here and go even further. So this will, if the other one were along at 1.1 kilometers or something, this is obviously going to be much longer. Exactly how much longer it is, that is something I don't know. We will see that together very shortly. So here, of course, I kind of want, or do I want? No, not really. I kind of like this, just going wider and more gentle. So this obviously being a green run in total and 1500 meters, or a little bit over that. And I think that looks nice. This is still obviously longer, right? No, it isn't. So that's our newest and longest run. This 1500 meters, which obviously it's a fair bit for a ski run, I would say. It's not super long, but it's a fair bit. We will continue working on the details on this peak or this area, but while we are waiting for skiers to come here and my head to think into more ideas for what I want to do here, do remember to smash that like button. And we actually have a lot of skiers coming down here on this steep run, so that's nice. As said, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. Very, very much appreciated if you do that. Best way for me to know that you enjoy the content, if that is something you actually do, of course. And if you're doing that, make sure to hit that subscribe button also to not miss out on any of the content that we have coming up for SnowTopia, which will be for years to come. And if you want to be super duper sure of not missing out on anything, you can hit that small notification bell as you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support me and the channel even more, look at the membership tab for this channel, and would be extremely grateful and happy that you even would consider subscribing or joining the channel and get a membership. So check everything out there, and do also write a comment thought if you have anything that you're wondering about the game or anything like that. And do also check out the devs Discord. It's quite active, and it's a nice group of people there, and in general the devs are very nice as well. What I've spoken with them at least, which is a little bit, a few words here and there, but we'll see if we get to anything as the game closes to early access. I hope that's the case. I can showcase it for you before anyone else, or before a release, so to say, or before the early access release, so you can get a better feel on what's it is going to be on offer, other than it's already here, so to say. So obviously we have a bit of a glitch here, or a bit of a construction issue, as the gondolas are going into the ground. That's obviously not so great. That would also be actually something really interesting, but probably a lot overkill, that you would place each of these poles for the gondolas or the chairlifts individually and decide the height of it all and everything like that, just to reach a peak or go in between peaks, like you sometimes do or can do in a gondola. That would be, as I said, interesting. Right, so where are they going? That has 30% and that has 3%. So they were going here, obviously, but now they seem to be going there. And they are going to come up to there, of course. So we want to and need to get in with a run from here. Now, will you go just like that in the middle of everything? I think you will do that one run at least, and I think we will connect you just from there as well, and you will sort of block by lift, right? Hit into here so you can go directly up this lift if you want to run this run and that one. A very nice set of blue gentle runs if you want to go on them again. with this we have upped the capacity a lot, so maybe we can get up the happiness as well. That would be very nice. We could get more volunteers, as that of course would work to our advantage. That's quite a bit. So that's something to look for, so to say. And obviously we could go with runs connecting to the slow runs from this peak. I'm not too sure that I want to do that. I feel like I want to place one along the ridge here though, so that's probably maybe actually the last thing that we will do in this episode. First we'll try and see here if we can get that in. Come on. Alright, let's not go exactly. Oh yeah. There we go. So yeah, along the ridge, along where it's highest, so to say. So I don't really want to deformate the landscape that much. I just want to follow the landscape really. And that is also one tool that I would like to see in the game, like an option to select how much you would deform or format the landscape according to your run. It does that quite a lot. If you go like here, it's obviously taking away a whole lot of slope if I'm doing that. And I kind of want I want to go almost backwards here if we're following the actual slopes and nature of the thing. So something like this, and this should be red, yeah. And I think that looks really quite nice overall, but it more looks like an off-piste run or line, so to say, running this ridge and just going back and forth a little bit. Maybe, of course, if we're talking off-piste and some real crazy ones, obviously this would be a little bit too pointy, but skiing over here and jumping into the loose snow or something like that, that would be a really nice feature to see in the game eventually. Skiers that, or just marking an areas as available for off-piste and see skiers going through that and everything like that. Of course, animation and that bit is something that isn't fleshed out. Nothing is really fleshed out, so to say, in this version. It's not early access yet, as I said, so I don't blame anything like that. I just have high hopes for the game, and I think that you guys that are watching do have that as well and are thoroughly enjoying this open alpha just as we are, or I am rather. So we just have many ideas and thoughts that we would like to see in the game. And yeah, I think we'll end it there. So we did this umbrella, and it's kind of hardest run, red run a little bit easier. Black, or rather black, red and blue, and then we have this big green one and the connecting one from this lower station. So really going from difficult to easy, and I kind of like that look and feel of it. So we'll end here with maybe an overlay here on the ski run difficulty. Now you don't really see the red one there, but yeah, you get the picture and the ID. So with that said, thank you very much for watching this episode. Do remember to check out the links in the description and things like that, and smash the buttons and, well, whatever you please. But anyway, with that said, thank you for watching, and bye bye. You have been watching RawSlowGaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.